Dooley, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know you guys aren't going to agree with this, but I'm going to leave this weekend at this weekend and let's get on to SC.
Oh, so no Washington talk?
I knew it wasn't going to work. It was worth a try. But, no. Played a good first half. Second half didn't go the way we wanted. Third quarter was okay. Fourth quarter, not exactly what we wanted at all. Back to the same things, penalties and turnovers. We just couldn't overcome some of the stuff that was happening. You know, our defense played a good game. Jed had a good scheme for us. The backup quarterback came in and played well. But that's a hard team to beat in that type of environment. That's why they have the type of win streak that they have at home. But I would have just liked to see us, you know, deal with adverse situations just a little bit better. You know, and I don't think that we were at our best when our best was needed. Similar situation in Minnesota, you know, I could tell the guys were hurt over that and over this game. So, you know, I'm just glad we have another opportunity to play, and, you know, this type of game is one that can get us back on track, and I'm just excited for that. When
you went and looked at the run game again, you obviously had a lot of offensive linemen banged up and out of the game. How much of it was that versus other factors?
We're not going to make excuses. We just didn't run the ball as well as we wanted to, you know. It was tough. We didn't have the success early in the game to make us want to continue. You know, Iowa, it was a lot of success early, so we were able to continue to run the ball. But, you know, we had a couple false starts. Just a lot of stuff was playing into that, and it just didn't work out for us. You know, if it would have rained, that's what I was thinking. It was going to maybe have some weather, and we'll be able to run the ball because, you know, just the situation of the elements. But we just didn't. We weren't able to perform the way that we wanted to, and I know a lot of guys just kind of take that on their shoulders, and I know they're ready to get out here this week and go.
Somebody sent me a screenshot of their touchdown that put them up 11. It looked like you only had 10 men on the field.
There was 10 out there.
How did that happen? Is that
we were changing personnel, so we went from base to heavy. It went from nickel to base to heavy, and then we didn't get one more guy out there.
Is that on the player who forgot to run out, or the coaches for not realizing it, recognizing it?
I'm not going to blame any players for anything, so it's all coaches for us, you know. We could say that that's on me, but it was just an unfortunate situation at that time, and then instead of calling the timeout, we wanted to keep it for offense to try to go, but it just didn't work out the way we wanted to.
Given the way, you know, things have been building with some of the self-inflicted things that have happened throughout the year, how much of the message to this team, aside from just the rivalry stuff, is about being able to control their own destiny, and as much of it being in their hands as opposed to what you guys are up against?
One of the whole meeting today was basically me telling them, like, we're beating ourselves. We're not allowing teams to beat us. We're putting ourselves in situations, and we're not the type of team that we can overcome that in the game. So we have to do better. And playing well, being smart, being disciplined, being detailed, and things that go our way. You know, we were able to figure that out for a 3-game stretch, and, you know, it's just unfortunate that it wasn't able to do that in Washington.
Checking on some guys. You said Prongos might be back this week. Is that the plan still?
We got to see how he feels. We'll see today, but Rico should be back. Carmody's out for the season.
How about Jalen Jeffers?
And Jeffers is out for the season.
You mentioned you guys were hurting after the Minnesota loss, and obviously you funneled them, you fueled them, and used that constructively. That combined with who you guys were playing this weekend, a good sign for you guys?
It's a very good sign, because I don't think we have to do a lot of motivation this week. A lot of guys understand the type of game that this is, and they're eager to get back out there. It was just we just would have wanted to come in here on a win streak. But, you know, we still have an opportunity to become bowl eligible, so I think that's playing in it too. But it's 1 week at a time, and it's a big week, so I think these guys are fired up for this opportunity.
How about playing SC for the first time? How's that resonate with you?
I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm in this, so this is me. I've been in this since '98, so I've been in this rivalry for a long time, so I'm ready for it. I'm excited. Just I've been in it as a recruit, then coming as a player, then as an assistant coach, and then now as the head coach. So I've been in for a long time, so I understand just the importance of it. But it's about them. I want to send my seniors off the right way. You know, I want them to win their last game against this rival that we have. I'll just speak a little louder. I also want to just I want to send them off the right way, and then kind of break the streak of home teams not winning this game. So it's a big game for us at the Rose Bowl, and we need all the fans to come out. Bruin fans, do not sell your tickets to those other people. Keep them, and let's just have the stadium rocking, and it should be a great game.
You know the last time the home team won?
What year was that?
You know?
No.
I'm asking you.
No, I don't know.
2019.
Was it us? Was it the other team? Well, 2019, there it is.
Why is that? Why does that happen?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what's going on with that, but this game, it just brings out the best in everybody, and records kind of go out the window when this game happens. You just got to come out there and play and be ready to go, and it's crazy that it's been like that. It's been since 19.
Any chance you show them some 98 footage? Get them pumped up?
It didn't work last week, and I showed them MJD rushing for 322 on him, and I went for 300, so it didn't work. So I doubt I'll do that again. But.
When it comes to finishing, like there's been a lot of talk about finishing. So how do you kind of quantify that? Like, what are you going to do in practice to kind of address that? Is it as much as like keeping your legs moving when you're on the ball, or like bigger picture stuff?
It's just bigger picture stuff. It's more of like we're using the word finish, but when you get tired, you still got to be able to function. You know, when you're getting out there and you get fatigued a little bit, you can't have false starts, you can't not wrap up, you can't miss reads or miss holes. So it's more of that stuff. But I just want to see them come out and practice and just execute throughout the whole practice. You know, the same way that they come out in those first early periods, I want to see the same execution in those the later periods of the day. So I think guys they're excited for this challenge of how I've challenged them, not even for the game, but it's still all about us. That's one of our slogans, and I think that if we can continue to grow and learn from losses, we should be okay.
There was a lot of talk when Coach Lynn went across town that this defense was going to have a big drop-off, but it seems like Coach Malloy has really kind of pulled everybody together and had a really good season. Can you talk about the job that he's done in pulling this defense together this year?
I mean, we had complete, we knew what we had in Coach Malloy. He's a great coach. He's coached a bunch of first-rounders, so at UW and here, he had a lot too. And, we have full confidence in him. He did a great job in the bowl game. We were going against that Heisman Trophy candidate, so it was a tough situation for us, and we were still able to pull out that victory. But, we knew, I think you guys might have made it more than it was.
We never do that.
Yeah. Because coaches they go places all the time, so it is what it is, in that situation. But we had complete confidence. This isn't anything shocking to us about how the defense is playing, right now.
When you work with someone, especially you see him every day, other side of the ball, does it make it easier to try to scheme and see what he's trying to do, or have you noticed that he's done anything different?
It was only a year. It would be different if we was with him 4 years and stuff like that. It was only a season, so I know in this game you're not going to do your normal stuff. You know what I mean? Like, people are going to make sure that you make adjustments and get out there and, might even self-scout yourself and look at things and stuff like that. So, he's a good coach, and, we had a good run last season, but, Ike is our defensive coordinator, and I love our team.
Obviously, they made a quarterback switch last week. What did you think of Jaden Maiava, and how different are they with him?
Just gives him a little bit more run threat. He's a pretty athletic quarterback, so he can run with his legs, and he can extend plays a little bit like that. But they still have the talent on the outside. Still got a great running back. Still got some pretty good receivers. So it's not much, and Lincoln still has a great scheme and calling plays and everything. So we're still dealing with the same thing.
Can you talk about what the upcoming game means to players from the area, especially those who recruited to both schools?
It's this is just a game that, you know, when you talk to people, this is the only game that they want to ask you about, you know, especially when you're done playing, they ask you about your USC, UCLA game. So it's just important because you've usually played with some of these people, you know what I mean? Like teams split up and, you know, people go both sides. So it's just, I just think it's more unique than other schools because just how the proximity, how close we are, and you know, and when you're in LA, they're taking guys from both teams, and they come here, and you get to continue your rivalry. Like me and Carson had a rivalry in high school, and then it continued in college just because we went to the two other schools. You know what I mean? So it's just like that. And then a lot of families, you know, the smarter one usually comes over here, and then the other one goes to the other school, and then the family's torn. You know what I mean?
That's not going to be on any bulletin boards this week.
Oh, I mean, it's proven. This is number one. Yeah, this is not. I'm not making up anything. This is proven facts. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But I was talking more of non-athletic, you know what I mean? Not the athletes. Just, you know, Kerry Culver's one of my best friends. We played for the Panthers together, and you know, we got dinner riding on this. So, it's,
is there anybody from when you played them in '98 and those years? Is there anybody from those USC teams that you're still friends with?
No, not one.
Gotta be somebody, right?
I'm trying to think. There's a
Carson.
couple.
Carson.
Yeah, but Carson moved to. Well, he's back now. He just got back. He was out of the state for a little bit, so he moved to Idaho. But Kerry's probably my closest Trojan friend, and he's USC all the way through. You know, so it's a fun rivalry. It's cool to just have banter. You know what I mean? So it's cool. But when you're in the league, it's more of a conference against everybody. You know, so that's how we got close, because being in the South, it was, you know, we had to hear about the SEC all the time, and we were the ones saying, like, you know, the Pac-10 is legit, we can play, and stuff like that too.
So you mentioned people ask you about that. I mean, how often do your exploits in those games come up?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. A lot of people do. It's stuff that they talk about. I mean, I was just fortunate enough. I had a really good freshman year game, so, you know, people bring that up a lot.
Are you holding any meetings at hotels this week or anything off campus? You don't have to say exactly where.
Yeah, we're probably going to keep our travel the same way that we did for Iowa.
Thanks, Coach.
You guys done?
Yeah.
I got one more.
Go ahead.
But no,